Happy Thursday, everybody. We are excited to be hanging out with Logan Couture, the captain of the San Jose Sharks today. And Logan, we have a lot to get to with everything that's going on in the world, including the launch of your book club. But I got to start by saying happy belated birthday. I understand you had a birthday over the weekend.
I did, yes, 31. It's getting older.
Time flies, eh? What did you do for your self-isolation birthday?
Not much. I woke up early, got on my new Peloton, had some sushi from my favorite place out here in San Jose, and hung out.
Yeah, that's a question, Logan. How are you staying in shape? Because obviously we don't know how things are going to play out here. You guys want your athletes, you're finally tuned. I guess you got the Peloton. Do you have any other equipment there?
I got some. I just got some. Our strength guys done a good job getting it out to guys that are still in the area. So I got some this week, and I've been working out as best as I can at home. So trying to stay in shape, and like you said, no one knows what's going to happen.
So you've joined the Peloton Club and you've launched your own book club. For anybody that hasn't seen that on social media, just give our viewers an idea of sort of what the book club is and what inspired you to launch it and sort of get everybody involved that follows you.
Well, it's been a long time in the making. Reading something I've done since I was a kid, and playing the NHL, playing on the West Coast, we have some long flights, and for me, it's a nice way to pass the time on the flights. I sit up front in our plane beside Martin Jones and Brent Burns, and they read as well. So all three of us kind of get our noses in books and try and pass the time. But someone from the Sharks asked me a little while ago if I wanted to do it, and just didn't really have much time during the season, and now we've got time to start it. Figured it's a good way to interact with some fans.
What are the books that you like? What are the genres of books that you enjoy reading?
Mystery thrillers, psychological thrillers, mostly nonfiction stuff. It's a wide range. I mean, I'm pretty open. I have authors that I like, stick with their series. So.
Do you have a favorite book, like favorite of all time?
Of all time, man. To go back when I was a kid, Goosebumps, Say Cheese and Die.
Oh, Goosebumps, Choose Your Own Adventure, though, right?
I still think about all those books. My brother actually has them at his house right now. He handed them down to his son, so that comes to mind.
Nice.
Hey, Logan, I saw you were reading this book, Dark Matter. What's the latest there? Because I was reading you had gone through one review and then you were starting the next one. Have you finished it? Do you like it? What's the update?
I have, yeah, I do. I really enjoyed it. Something different for me, something that made me think. I don't want to ruin it for anyone that's following along and reading it with me, but I ordered a couple more of his books after I finished it because I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, if anyone's looking to join in on the book club, you can find all the information on the San Jose Sharks webpage, or you can go to Logan's Twitter to see his review for the first book and to get involved on the newest, which is Dark Matter. We do actually have a little bit of hockey news. There's not much these days, but EJ, there was a call with Gary Bettman. I believe it was yesterday, maybe the day before. Just your takeaways from that call. And
it was really the league. Their plan, and talking to league officials, their plan is still to try to play the rest of the regular season if it is possible, and that's obviously a big if. There's 189 games left on the regular season schedule, so this means they would very seriously think about going deep into the summer. It might mean playing in empty arenas for a while. It might mean moving teams from, let's say, a hot spot somewhere else to play their games. So there are a lot of things on the table, and the reason they would like to do this, if they could, is because it would be the fairest for everybody involved, and it would keep them moving forward in terms of what happens in the offseason with the draft and things of that nature. And then they would start the following season later, maybe in November. And, when I hear these kind of things, and I guess everything is on. Logan, you were in a situation in San Jose where you might have had to play in front of empty arenas. I mean, what do you think about the possibility of that? I mean, it's probably you probably think differently of it now than you did maybe 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, at the time we were ready to do it. We're going to play if we could, but obviously things have changed drastically. So honestly, I haven't thought about it right now. My focus has been completely to what's going on in the world and trying to stay up to date and talking to family and friends, and hockey's kind of on the back burner right now. There's more important things, but when we get the opportunity to come back and play, I think everyone's going to be excited to to do that, it doesn't matter if there's going to be fans there, as long as they're able to watch somehow, whether it's on TV or what. I think guys will be excited.
Well, how are your teammates doing? Because I saw you on a call the other day talking about Jumbo Joe and his need to have something to do. How is he doing? How is he holding up? Have you chatted with him?
Not since that phone call. I don't know if he's upset with me that I called him out like that, but I talked to one of our medical trainers that said he was going to see him. And he said, I agree with you. He's the last guy. He's got so much energy. I don't know how he's passing the time. I know his son's really, really big into hockey right now, and they play a lot of floor hockey at home. So I'm sure Jumbo's getting a ton of that in.
Yeah, I saw like there was a video of Patrick Marleau kind of rollerblading through his own house with his kids following him. So I mean, they're doing anything they can, I guess, to stay busy.
Yeah, I mean, Patty's got 4 boys, so
he's busy.
He's not bored, that's for
No.
sure. But I always think about too, like people that have kids in this situation, it's so much tougher for them because it's like normally you got to take your kids to do something, get them outside, take them to the park, but the options are just so limited now for anybody that has kids. So it's an interesting time, but sports on hold. Logan, I know you're a huge baseball fan. Should baseball resume, and when it does resume, how do you feel about your Jays this year? What do you think?
I mean, I hope it does, but along the same lines, only when everyone's going to be safe. I mean, that's the only time they can come back. Hopeful for the Jays. I was excited this year. Younger players had another year of growth and was hoping that they compete for a playoff spot. I still hope that they get some games in, so we'll see.
All right, Logan, you're out in San Jose. Who is with you there? Because I saw one photograph. You have the little dog. It looks like a Havanese, but I could be wrong. You can fill me in if I'm wrong about that. But like, what's the scenario around your house? Do you have the girlfriend there? We don't know.
Yeah, it's actually not my dog. It's my girlfriend's sister's
Okay,
dog. But,
there you go.
We've been trying to steal him as much as possible. Some company. I mean, he brings entertainment, so that's about it. I mean, I just finished a pool in my backyard, thankfully, before this whole thing kind of happened. So I've been trying to spend as much time outside in my own backyard as possible. But yeah, just working out, reading, watching TV, and hanging out.
Have you watched any of I know a lot of networks are playing vintage hockey games and old school games. Have you watched any of that?
I have. Our network out here, NBCSN, shows a Sharks game. I think it's every night during the week. So kind of reliving some of our they're showing the wins, so it's
good.
fun to watch.
Good.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind when you're watching your teammates, your former teammates, yourself in a game that may have taken place 5, 6, 7 years ago?
Well, when I'm watching right now, it's good memories because we win all these games. But yeah, I mean, it brings back memories of teammates and guys that I miss being around and playing with, and sometimes it reminds me of shifts that I had or plays that I made that I could have done better. So it's fun to watch.
All right. Well, listen, Logan, we appreciate you taking some time to hang out with us. Again, the book club launched, I believe it was just last week. So you can find all the info on the San Jose Sharks webpage. And Logan, how many books do you think you'll go through a week right now? Over, under?
It's tough to say right now. I mean, during the season, I'm going to guess I go through anywhere between 40 and 60. Just with all the flights.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I guess you fly a lot. So you do have the flights to kind of whip through them. But for sure. Thank you again for joining us, dude. We appreciate the time and enjoy the books.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.